Welcome and thank you so much for joining me here. This is your weekly love reading. It's for August 4th through 10th, 2025. My name is Carolyn. The two of you have been going through a massive overhaul of the genealogy, clearing out the ancestors, the ancestral karma, and also replacing it with love and unity consciousness. The two of you are here really to one of the things you two are supporting the Most High with is reuniting the masculine and feminine. We're doing that within and without. I'm hearing it's connected right now around the hip area, the groin area, that this unification is continuing up through the chakras, and we're going to continue completing now. We're around the heart chakra here to go up and do the higher chakras. This is going to help us attain the light body essentially, and also primordial, return us back to that state that we were our original blueprint, which is what God's foundation of the new earth family tree is. So you two are chosen for this. This is part of the genealogy here that you've incarnated into to clear that old earth family tree here and bring in this 5D new earth age of Aquarius, especially physically, and to have that physically manifest through the two of you here and the unions itself. So very big responsibility, and not for the faint at heart, but the processing is part of the ascension journey. So many of us that are chosen here for this, or came here for this more specifically, we're all experiencing this physical metamorphosis to ascend into that light body. And this is the prefaces to get there here. So we're almost, I feel like the more we're in that Aquarian age, we have the Aquarius full moon this week that could be amplifying some of these energies. The more that we continue forward here, it's just a daily transition into that being of light, and the shadow wounding, the trauma, the cords, the contracts, these sorts of things, all these things, financial loss, again, is what I'm hearing. All these things connected to that old lifestyle, the old ways, is what we're having the overhaul around here to bring in these new blueprints, especially around love and family and marriage. So it's requiring us to really delete the conditioning. And this is what's been kind of coming up the most lately, is the conditioning around belief systems of love and marriage, what we've experienced in life, what's in our cellular DNA, what programs are telling us to be doing here, and to really shift that now into God's will, God's way, God's plan, and just to fully be surrendering to that and receiving that message, those messages, that guidance, and following through on that. And that is requiring a true surrender is really needed right now. So we've got rebuild. This is the Tower card here for the two of you coming through, but it is talking about I think the heart chakra, the emotions. We've got the King of Swords. This energy has been coming through the past few weeks. There's something around financial loss connected to that here. And then we've got soulmate partnership here coming through as well. So this is what I feel like is what I was just saying, is we have to collapse the old relationships and get the clarity with the King of Swords to, and the King of Swords could also be like the old belief system clearing out here. I'm seeing Saturn, like the black box matrix system here, and bring in the soul mate union, soul flame union, soul counterpart union here that God has for you. And I'm hearing justice is on your side to facilitate helping make this happen right now here. So it's going to be very, it's happening regardless here. We'll see what has to fall away this week. I think it is around, mental, emotional, but it could be more around, again, justice, something around the justice component of this for you. So we've got detach coming through. This is the justice card, right? So yeah, it's suggest, and two of cups coming through here, and then suffering and silence, unspoken desires, real feelings, and broken dreams here. So yeah, I think you just don't have to stay stuck suffering anymore. This is what the detachment is. This is what the judgment is. It's coming in to set you free. So especially around this relationship here, and I feel like it's having to let go of the emotional control, or not wanting to release the emotional belief system around love or something of this nature. It's having to shift into allowing this unconditional love and unity, divine counterpart relationship to come in here and fill up your cup. And so this week it is going to continue requiring it feels like a slowdown is happening so that you can really integrate this understanding here. And I feel like there's a lack energy around this as well with relationships. And I'm hearing like trauma bonding in relationships. So I'm hearing God is upholding God's laws though, and living by the Torah is the fruitful, bringing forth this fruitful DNA strand. So it's kind of like we were programmed to not follow the Torah, essentially here. And it's been like washed out, like the responsibilities of the dedication to the Most High is kind of been washed away here, and fragmented is what I'm hearing. So there's an alignment coming in. Basically, I feel like the most is just to not get in the way of this. And this is where the suffering and silence is for you. It's not about suffering here. I think the suffering is, again, I'm hearing it's like a lack energy. And I feel like it's because it's the box that you're keeping yourself in with the relationship here. It's not serving you any longer. There's better coming for you, and there's a much better love, better than you've ever known, to be experienced in this union. But if we are not moving outside of the parameters that we've been conditioned to, it's gonna, I think, create this suffering energy here. So it's better to allow God to show you the way on this, basically here, and trust that He is bringing you a healthy, happy home and love and stability, and that emotional union here with the Two of Cups that you do desire to have. So you might be realizing this week that you don't have to stay stuck suffering here in this relationship anymore. I think it's a mindset coming in to help you shift your consciousness, at least to be more in surrendering and more in trust. We've got deception and envy coming through emotionally here with I'm not sure. I think this is the Seven of Swords. Yeah, it's the Seven of Swords. And Eight of Pentacles, Knight of Wands. So, and then nurturing, mentorship, wisdom, and giving back here. There's a parent-child in this card. So this is with the Knight of Wands. These are the deceptive relationships here. It's like the fox entity that's been coming up the past few weeks. And I think figuring out here with the Eight of Pentacles, it's helping you see the deception more clearly and accurately. And I feel like it's pulling yourself out of desiring relationships. So this is definitely a continuation of what's been having the conditioning, right? Of what's been having to be released and healed out of us. And the nurturing is to support yourself coming out of this mindset, basically here. And I feel, and like wisdom's coming in from the Holy Spirit to help assist you with this week here, to see this more clearly so you can understand better the people that you've been attracted to, the relationships that are not serving the light. They're not godly relationships, right? This is the words that have been coming through. So we're still processing through this essentially right now. It's been a lot of a deep layer here. Information is definitely coming in to help you resolve this within yourself. It's like to figure out it's the little things basically that where deception is. Like last week, I believe we were talking about like taking off that rose colored glasses, not looking, only remembering the good things and not forgetting like all of the bad things that have happened in relationships or something. There definitely feels like stagnation's happening here, that you can free yourself from this. This is where the rebuild is for you here, the Tower. Something needs to be released here. It could just be admitting to yourself like the deception and people's true agendas. I think this is because we can get so very gaslit and love bombed, and this is a very confusing, it can be very, very confusing here. And then conditioning societally, and just really having to release this now and get the brain rewiring coming in here, that's of the new earth. So God doesn't want you to have any more deception, betrayal, cheating, third-party karmics, like runner chaser, separation. This is not the plan. And I feel like it's just because it's been this chaos for so long, and like just in general with relationships and trauma, and this is stagnated us so much that any remaining parts of this here is just coming into detox out here this week. And that's why just, okay, I will let this go kind of idea. I'm going to stop, trying to hold on to an illusion, right? And let the truth be revealed here. And this is what's coming in, is to help you see this more clearly and just really release it out. I feel like, or I'm just hearing like how some people can be so stuck on one person and almost addicted to that person, and attached, through this whole belief and narrative that they can create in their mind. And it can then go on for, I'm hearing Perseus with this. This is like the original fallen angel trauma bond is what I'm hearing, right? It's like old stuff in the cells, in the DNA here, that we're having to transmute so that we can attain the light body. It's just truly the original plan of separating us from ourselves that went all the way back through Genesis, all the way back pre-Piscean age, to conform us into the planet existence that we've been stuck in here, right? So we're abolishing that now. And when it comes to emotional manipulation tactics, and it's like the responses to almost it's like a narcissistic codependent energy here. So to shift that now and create the new paradigm basically here. But because this is so big, so old, so repetitive, we came here to break this bond, and we have the power to do so, but it could just really be requiring self-correction essentially right now, and being really clear and really honest with ourselves of where we're putting this envy, this Knight of Wands is like, if you're stuck on these people and relationships or person here, this has got to be released. And I think people can be stuck on one person, and then it doesn't work out, and they're just like giving up because there's no other person out there for them. And it's a societal norm is what I'm hearing. And I feel like it's just, again, like really keeping this in a box. That's not the truth whatsoever, that we got to reframe this whole union around here, so that you can stop suffering, stop staying stuck in purgatory with this, and free yourself. And God's assisting with that here, with the judgment energy and such coming in to help break this. We have new vitality coming in here. This is the Ace of Wands with the King of Wands, and then cutting ties, freedom, standing up, and awakening here. So it's really up to you to cut the ties and get your energy back. This King of Wands here could be, again, like the unhealthy relationships here that are really taking your life force energy and depleting your health, your finances, your suffering, your emotions. It's just like not, I feel like a trapped energy here, and that we have to cut the tie. So we'll focus on this in the extended reading, what comes through here to help support that, shift you out of this here into a soulmate union that the Most High wants you to have and has for you. But we have to delete here this old system, conditioning, belief system, whatever this is here. Stand up, free yourself. I feel like it's, and I hope I'm not just harping on this right now, and I apologize if I am, but I feel like it's a belief system, like a really stuck, like this. If it's not this person, there's nobody, and I will never be happy again because I'm not in a relationship with this person, and there's no other person because that person's my soul split in two, and like I can't be happy with anybody else because my soul's over there and not with me. And it's, that kind of concept here. I think it's a lack, it's a poor energy is what I'm hearing. It's creating like financial stagnation here as well. It's keeping you suffering in silence, and it's also an illusion. So it's controlling you is also what I'm hearing. So to be very mindful of this deception and to not be ignoring the truth that is coming through. We have refusing to see in your action steps. This is the Two of Swords, right? The King of Swords is coming in to help you break the illusion with the Star card. And then we've got blocked, moving on, nothing to say, stop calling. So it's up to you here to set that boundary here, reprogram the mind, stop yourself from going down these loops and these belief systems here. The false light matrix is what I'm hearing it as, and see the truth so that you can heal. And when that choice is made, you feel that click into place. You feel every cell in your body shift in vibration, like that change is occurring, right? From the inside out here. And this is what it really feels like. And it could be really being put in your face this week of, which could be a childhood trauma wounding here again, of overgiving, sacrificing, staying stuck in suffering, and like I'm in bonded. It feels like a belief of like you're bonded and you're just gonna stay stuck in purgatory unless this person changes their mind, right, and chooses to be in a relationship with you. But I feel like it's not that person, because this envy, greed, the Knight of Wands, the King of Wands, it's like this. And it could be like, not that you're everybody's different that's watching these readings. Some people are in union, some people, there's so many different variables. So you just make this fit for what makes sense for you. If it doesn't make sense, then it's not for you, right? This week. But whatever this energy, entity, person, cycle, trauma is, it's definitely unhealthy, and it's not. You have to cut the ties with this energy, this bond, this reality here, and let it collapse. It is collapsing this week, but if you're choosing to stay in it, I think that's where either A, things will get more challenging here, more clear, or I think it's like we can break down to breakthrough, right? So we want to make it as simplified and easy as possible so that you can heal now, and God wants you to heal this. So to stop refusing to see the truth and admit the truth to yourself about this pattern here, or point of attraction, and or person. And Eight of Pentacles, like you are processing through this, and it's not like you haven't done the work here whatsoever, but there's more to do. There's more to finish up on this level. So for your counterpart, we've got the Nine of Cups, well-deserved rewards, really good with the Three of Pentacles, and then legal, lawyers, court, and paperwork. So they've gotten, I think, the justice here. They've somehow broken free of this and attained success. Possibly they have been dealing with some legal issues or something along these lines. Could be connected with relationships or money for them, or something around that love, maybe divorce, stuff like that here. So yeah, they've done the work and they are getting a reward this week here. I think they're feeling very confident. And the Three of Pentacles, yeah, they're ready to just keep going here. It's all around love and marriage for them. Sacral chakra is coming through for them emotionally with the Lovers card, and then masked, hiding, concealing, and deception. This is where that lower torso alignment's coming, so that their power can come back in here. I feel like the decision making has also happened here with them. So they have with the legal card here decided to continue moving forward with the union here. I feel like there's some justice also coming in collectively. It feels like political systems or something like larger matrix type systems that they've helped and assisted collapsing so that this union can come forward here, especially foundationally. And I'm hearing through the nervous system, and it's cleared out so that this love that God has here can continue coming into the nervous system here, into their consciousness, and more truth is going to be revealed for them here around this love and relationship. I just feel like something's broken this week with the Tower card for them here, something that was preventing them from accessing this next layer and level. And now that they've completed this here, that this is the reward. It's like the true love, the 5D New Earth, like all the energies of this union are coming into them here. I'm hearing like it's connected with that fragmentation that we've been healing them from and getting them back into their body and grounded and present. And so through that healing process and alignment, there's the reward coming in, that now this love vibration, this union can start coming into their nervous system, into their motor neurons, their brain, and communicate to them here what this love is and this union is here. I'm hearing the temptress template is over for them here, and it's they're all returning back to love now, and definitely more stable and more healthy in both their masculine and feminine energies here. So I feel like very confident is also what I'm secure in themselves is what I'm hearing. We've got move coming through here. This is the Chariot card with the 10 of Pentacles, so this is in their blocks, and then wishful thinking, second chance, and nostalgia here. So this is the opportunity now coming in, and a fresh start for them here. I'm hearing they're also healing, especially through their emotional body, and they've got like so much support. The Holy Spirit's with them here. So they're moving away from the fractal assignment with the devil is also what I'm hearing, and it's all connected with their value and worth, and the stagnation is also clearing away. So movement's going to start happening here. So as soon as this completes up this week, there's a new opportunity here for them to move forward with this union, get this legacy, this kingdom marriage, the kingdom wealth, this generation that they're building here with you under the Most High. So it's definitely coming through, breaking through, happening for them here this week. And it could just be, the alignment could be more connected just to timing is what it feels like. It feels like the point of attraction from that temptress to the divine feminine Christ is shifting within them here, and they're aligning with the messages that God's guiding them on here, and shifting their point of attraction from the dark feminine to the divine feminine Christ. And it's old order is what I'm hearing, like shifting it toward God, showing them, like revealing you to them here, and what that love is and what that feminine is. And this is like what we're building. This is what we're designing, what we're creating. They have the Ace of Swords coming through, clarity of belief with their action steps, with the Queen of Wands, and then exhausted, burnt out, empty, and burdened here. So it almost feels like the breakdown to breakthrough is happening here with them. So any sort of resistance to them, it's really similar to what you're going through here, is having to release choosing the wrong person, the wrong point of attraction here, the devil, the Jezebel, and shift towards this divine union here. And so that's what they're moving into this week. I think they're like, the breakdown to breakthrough is certainly happening for them this week. So they're not going to, they're listening, and any sort of resistance is what the clarity of belief, the King of Swords, the breakthrough is coming into them here to see, like, to change. And then as soon as a shift and alignment happens, boom, they're going to be off and running here into this fresh start with you. But they are definitely consciously getting the breakthrough here. So there could be, with the legal card and the exhausted energy, like some sort of like final straw, it feels like, with somebody or something, or a patterning to help them, like the Tower, to help them see, like, why do I keep choosing this? Why do I want this? Like, I feel like it's just, and having to agree that this is unhealthy. It's a change in a patterning, right? And I think the conditioning, it's staying in a comfort zone and not wanting, if it isn't broke, don't fix it. But there to see it is broken, and it could be something coming in here to say, like, okay, I can't do this anymore. I'm exhausted. Like, I see the truth. Okay, like, I'm done kind of idea here. Yes, show me the divine feminine Christ. Show me what this is. So the final outcome for the two of you this week, we've got the crown chakra with the devil, and then smell the roses. Slow down, take your time, and get out in nature here. So definitely with the devil card, there's this helmet right over his eyes and his third eye here. It just certainly feels like we have to shift in consciousness with the Knight of Swords here around being in relationships with the devil. Okay. And get the crown chakra, get this awakening. So this is a week where we have to get to the bottom of being attracted to the people that the devil sends into our lives to, keep us apart from this union that God has. So it's the devil versus God here again, right? That duality versus unity, and not staying stuck in that here. And I'm hearing, like, loss, how these things create losses in life, in different areas of life, in your body and your well-being and lifestyle and money and security and love, and like all different ways that it's not working any longer here. And we have to just kind of let that, agree to see that it's not working, and shift into the union here. So it's a week of aligning. The Aquarius full moon is Saturday, so that could kind of be the break through to help us consciously shift into this new age of Aquarius and see a different way to do things. Aquarius is innovative. It's different. It's trying things in some, inventing a new way, right? And so this is like to do that. I think there's a big, especially with the divine feminine Christ here, the sisterhood of the rose, the Magdalene, the Andromeda, just to support the feminine here, be put first and not be attacked by the devil here any longer, and staying stuck in being put last. That has to end here. So help is coming in different ways so that you too can get the clarity here and make that free will choice to put an end here to these karmic contracts and staying and having another cycle of that. Like we have to, the support's coming in so that we don't have one more cycle with this entity here anymore. And I'm hearing like then your entire lifetime is done and complete here, and that's when this new beginning can occur here. So we're going to be working the Magdalene Oracle decks here with that Divine Feminine Christ, the Rose, the Magdalene, the essence of the Divine Feminine as well here to nurture and help her evolve as the true feminine in this age of Aquarius here, and let her lead and be put first. So whatever we can do to support both of you align internally and externally and in this union to her and to that point of attraction, to having that union with her in it, being put first here and not sacrificing her within both of you here and externally in your union any longer. Put an end to that now. So whatever does come through, we will be supporting you, your union, your divine counterpart here, and getting more cards. So going deeper into the reading and then doing the shamanic God code. So we decode out the old and we code in the new with all of the energies that are currently here and available for us to work with this week. So if you'd like to join us, the link is down below. If you do need one-on-one support for your union or for yourself, your health and well-being and happiness here and healing, I do have private sessions currently open, so the link is down below. You can find out more about private sessions as well. And thank you so very much for joining me here. God bless you and have a very blessed week. Take care.